Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and yes, I am a little bit under the weather, at least my voice is. I just got back from a fabulous trip to Japan, but I promised that you would have daily videos for the rest of the month, and I have quite a few boxes to share with you, so you're just gonna have to bear with that cracky voice. Maybe it's a little bit sexy. And we are gonna get started with Canyon Holo Decor's monthly box, which was sent to me for review. It's been waiting for me for like 2 weeks and I've been so excited to get into it. I did take a quick peek because I also have their founders box, their quarterly box. So I love that they have 2 different sizes for you to choose from for all of your home decor needs, of course. So again, there is the quarterly box that is $149 per quarter and $16.99 in shipping. And then there is this lovely box, which is a monthly. They call it the monthly mini box, where you get 4 items inside instead of the 5 or 6 that you get in the quarterly box. That is just $89 per month plus the same $16.99 in shipping. I do have a link and a code for you where you can get a free gift with your first box. So if you do the math, even though the monthly mini is a little bit less per box, you would wind up with more items throughout the year. But what I've really been enjoying and think is really cool what she's doing with this box is that she's kind of going throughout the house and giving you items that are all sort of curated for a specific area or room in your home so that you can refresh those areas all at once. So here's what we've got. It's also very nice because it doesn't necessarily feel super seasonal. These are like nice all year round to enjoy items for the most part. And there is some lovely presentation. She's got this nice wax seal. I'm just putting this down on the little table next to me. I'm gonna open it up and see if I can find the card that will tell us all about the items inside. So it's kind of tucked in here. I'm gonna pull that out. So we do have our card that's got all of the information. Oh, it says that there's rules for entertaining, or key hints, I would say. You know, there's never really hard and fast rules, but good tips. And then look how pretty the presentation is. So individual boxes are wrapped with ribbon or twine, and then we have the really fun kind of trunky shred that she uses inside. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some of these items and trying to keep the mess to a minimum because, you know, my house is already a mess trying to catch up from a trip. You guys know how that is. So lovely cream ribbon here for one item. There is an item that doesn't have wrapping. I'm not going to show it to you yet, but it does have some beautiful wood flowers tied on it. But just really, really sweet how everything is curated to go together. Okay, and there is one big item here on the bottom. I'm going to try to pull it up with the twine just because it's like a perfect fit in this box. Oh goodness. See if I can get into it. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky when they've kind of like plopped the box right into the bottom. Oh goodness, I can do it. I can do it. I think I can do it. You guys, I'm just trying to not get too much shred all over my floor because I really need to do a serious house cleaning. So I may have undone some of the twine. So it does look like I kind of undid the twine, you guys. It was probably wrapped on there really nicely and I undid the bow. Kind of worked like a cheese wire and sliced some of the paper. So let's go ahead and get into it, and then I will read the key rules for entertaining. There's just 3 of them. They're all labeled number 1, so maybe they're all of equal importance. And then we'll see how we can use these 4 items in the May monthly mini. I wanted to make sure that I got it out to you in time. You probably are too late to get this box, but you are probably on time to get the next box. So let's open this up and see what we've got inside. It's been a busy time in my alley, which you guys know is right out there. If you've been watching my channel for a while, it can get a little bit loud. There's been garbage trucks and leaf blowers and so much stuff going on. And of course, I'm also catching up with all of my other work. I've had some changes, some, you know, the end of some partnerships with some boxes or some adjustments in partnerships with boxes already happening while I was away and since I've gotten back. So, you know, I'm just trying to get everything all in order. Oh, this looks like 2 things that have been taped together. 2 boxes that have been taped together, probably a 2-part situation. A nice pairing. And I love that she does that too. Oh goodness, you guys are getting some serious unpacking, unboxing ASMR with that tape. I apologize for those of you where that's, you know, a grating sound. Some of you I know think it's kind of fun, right? So we have all of the unpacking. And let's see, I always do think it's kind of I've had to learn over the last 5.5 years, just to take everyone's comments and suggestions, sometimes with a grain of salt. We all have our own unboxing styles here on the YouTube, and mine is where you have to see my face for a lot of it, because I don't have a lot of space here on a table to have everything laid out. I do the unboxing with you, where you watch me unbox things and make a mess of my office, and occasionally I think I touch my hair, you guys. I know some people get so frustrated. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's either that or it's in my face, or I have to put it up, and here's what we've got inside this box. But I've learned to be a little less, to take things a little less personally, and when I do take comments a little more personally, I'm like, I must be having a rough day. I need some more sleep or some more water. So I think this is just a bottle. Oh, I love these kinds of bottles because they're so versatile. This is like, I always like it when a restaurant will bring you a whole bottle of water so that you can pour it yourself and you don't have to wait for them to come around with the pitcher. I mean, and then you can get your own ice. But these are always so great. I love how they seal up, and you can also make really cool gifts with them. You know, if you do like a liqueur or something, or like a sangria, something homemade, they make beautiful gift bottles. So it looks like we got 2 of these. I probably won't open up the other one. So it's a set of flip-top drink bottles. It says, now you can feel like you're at a fancy 5-star French restaurant right in your own home with this set of 2 flip-top drink bottles. Fill them with water or your favorite drink for an easy way to refill your drinks without having to leave the table. Exactly. So that's especially nice when you are the hostess and you are sitting down for a lovely luncheon or dinner with your friends, and instead of having to get up and refill, like, you know, just have several of these bottles out on the table and people can refill for themselves. So great, entertaining. All right, so here's the item that was not wrapped up. So beautiful wood flowers. Isn't that pretty? I thought that was really pretty. I love wood flowers. They're so versatile. And like, I got really excited. You know, I usually have fresh flowers from Trader Joe's. These are so great just because they're always ready for you. And of course, they make great gift toppers, just like they did with this. I think these are some kind of table linen. It is a set of 4 laurel green. So I guess it's laurel green. I'd probably call it like a sage green if I didn't have that prompt here. So laurel green napkins. So it says your new set of 4 20 by 20 perfect size cotton napkins. Let me just go ahead and open this up. Effortlessly enhance your table settings with a blend of beautiful and casual elegance. So I love sage green, and when I decorated my first home in Maui back in the day, like when I lived there like 20 years ago, not quite 20 years ago, but everything was sage green because I thought it was such a versatile color. You know, it's kind of gone in and out of vogue, but like my curtains, my bedspread, everything was sage green. So I kind of loved when everybody's doing their chic boho casual elegance, and I'm like, yep. And you know what's always included, even with those beautiful terracotta tones? Sage green, laurel green. Oh, this is a nice soft fabric too. So they have that same sort of texture as linen, actually a little bit softer, but in terms of the weave, but they're a lot softer and thinner. So I think these are really, really nice. They're made in India. They have a nice broad hem to them, which I think makes them look kind of classy. So that's a really pretty color. Again, very versatile, very like mix and match. It's always gonna look really good with creams as well as other colors and shades of green. I even think sage green, more of a pistachio actually, was one of the colors of one of my weddings. Yes, P.S. I've had 2 of them. But that's true. I think it was actually the color of both of my weddings because I love it so much. All right, you guys, we got 2 more things to look at. Too much personal information. It always takes me a little while to reacclimate to doing these videos for you guys, so sometimes they're a little bit more talkative than usual. Oh, I messed with my hair. I'm sorry. I just figured that the people that don't like my unboxings, I'm like, instead of spending your time commenting on how much you dislike certain things that I do, find another unboxing channel, right? All right, here's a cute little item. I love this twisted 2-tone twine. I tend to hold on to it. I'm a little bit of a pack rat that way because I'm like, but I might need this kind of twine, or I might need this kind of twine, or I might need to pair it with this beautiful satin ribbon. Like, I'm totally one of those people. If I had a bigger house, I would probably have a craft room or more of an official gift wrapping station. I have like a gift wrapping caddy, which doesn't have any space in it. But if I had like a full gift wrapping station, oh my gosh, I would be so excited. What do you guys think is in here? Think about entertaining. We've got some napkins. Thinking maybe some napkin rings. I'm still thinking some napkin rings here. Let's see, let's see. Getting closer. Still thinking napkin rings though. So this is from Bloomingville, which is a great like design house that a lot of home decor places get some of their items from. Ooh, ooh. These are twisted brass napkin rings. These are very chic. So they came tied with some little leather. I was like, what? It reminds me of the rings that you used to try to hook on a carousel. Do you guys remember that? And if you got a brass ring with a giant stick, I'm like, that's probably really dangerous. Now they probably don't do that. Then you got another free ride. Do you guys remember that? Okay. It says a simple napkin ring is like jewelry for the dining table. This set of 4 napkin rings are just simple perfection for any dining occasion. So they look kind of twisted. It basically looks like 2 rings. But they're connected, so it's just one big twist. Wow, that's really cool that it's like never ending. So they cross on one side and then they are open on the other side. But yes, very elegant. I'm super into that. I'm trying to see how I can open this up easily. Use those long nails and see if I can untie without having to snip the leather, because same thing. Might hold on to the like leather cord. All right, so this is what it looks like. So I'll hold it up for you guys. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? I mean, they'd make really great hoops too. So these are really cool. I think they'll look really lovely with the green. So you guys can see there's like the 2 of them together, right? All right, so we can do something super simple and just, you know, I'm trying to think of my, you know, I haven't done any wrapping for a while. I usually like to do, these don't have like the starch in them necessarily to do like a major fancy fold. I guess you could if you wanted to, but just, I usually think that a simple like waffle where you just fold it fan style and then put your napkin ring on there. I think that can look really nice, and then you can fan it out on the plate or what have you. Yeah, so that looks good. You guys are like, we can't see the napkin ring, Noelle. So isn't that cool? I think that's cool. I think that's very cool. I love that it looks like you took 2 rings and crossed them. All right, we have one more item, the one with the fancy ribbon. And this is pretty good, you guys, for 89 bucks, for under $100. It's a little over 100 with the shipping, but again, just some nice fresh linens. It makes you maybe inspired to have a little dinner party for your friends. I know that I need to be a little bit better about entertaining. I know a lot of friends too right now, we're just being a little bit more budget conscious in terms of the subscription boxes that we get, but also a lot of my friends honestly don't get subscription boxes, although I consider all of you my friends as well. But a lot of people are like, how about if we just, you know, have like a charcuterie and wine night at one of our houses to save a little bit of money instead of going out to one of the new trendy places. And I'm so into that, and I really need to do more of it with my friends, and the idea of having, you know, an actual place setting instead of just sitting in front of the TV and watching whatever show we're binging together collectively seems really nice to me. I always have the hardest time opening these boxes for whatever reason. I'm always like, how should I open this? And it's usually like this, right? It's usually the lid. There we go. So whatever is in here, let's see. I can look at the paper, but I usually like to keep it a little bit more of a surprise. Oh, okay. So this is another like multi-part. Can you guys guess what this is? I was like, is it a vase? It's not a candle. Let's see. It is. Ooh, these are nice. These are nice. It's olive wood glory pepper grinder and salt shaker. So here's the grinder part, but look how modern and cool these are. You guys, I have so many amazing things from home decor boxes, Canyon Hollow decor in particular, where I'm like, I'm holding on to this for my one day house. I give a lot of stuff away to my subscribers and to friends and family, but they're especially with beautiful kind of modern home decor that also has that natural touch with this beautiful olive wood on the bottom. I totally hold on to it because I'm like, one day I'm going to have this big, beautiful home where I can have all of this stuff displayed and not hidden in a cupboard or a box. And this is one of those things where I feel like I'm going to hold on to it. So there has a little engraving of an olive tree there. Let's see what the other item looks like. So I'm assuming that was probably the pepper grinder. It's got that on the top, and then you probably grind the pepper. I'm not sure. They might look exactly the same. Oh, no. Okay, I think this is probably the pepper grinder because look at the top. And then this is the salt shaker. So I wonder if you actually... Oh, this is just to open it. This is not the grinder at all. This is just to open it and fill it with your salt. And then it comes out of the 5 little holes on the top. Shake, shake, shake. And then this is the pepper grinder, which I have to figure that out too. So I'm guessing this is the same thing where you open it that way. Let's see. I have to figure it out. So usually you have to disconnect it somehow so that you can fill it with the pepper. But this has little screws, so I'm not totally sure. Because then it has to come out of somewhere. You guys, oh, I can hear the like grinding mechanism in there. Sometimes you have to unscrew the top. I'm thinking of another really cool pepper grinder that I have. Sometimes you unscrew the top, this little finial at the top, to get it open. And then I think the pepper could come out the bottom. Hopefully I'm not making a mess of this. Oh my gosh. So sometimes you take that top piece off. Yes. And then, oh, maybe not. I guess I could fill it that way. There's got little screws to it. So I feel like I'm supposed to, oh, maybe you unscrew that bottom piece so that it has somewhere to go. So the pepper has somewhere to fall out of. And then you do unscrew it like I just did, hopefully, so that you can fill it with the peppercorns. I'm hoping that's it, but I think I might have to unscrew because there's actually little tiny holes. There's like a little tiny gap. So maybe that's how the pepper comes out. That's probably how the pepper comes out. So I'm not going to unscrew anything with a screwdriver. It just has a little gap between those like wheels, those discs, and that's where your grinded pepper is going to come out of. Okay, so we figured it out. This is what you get in an unboxing that is unedited. You get me figuring out components, but not too hard. It says, we hope you enjoy your new Olive Wood Glory salt and pepper set. Slimple. I wanted to say slimple because it's simple, clean lines. You guys, I'm a little fuzzy here. The simple, clean lines and elegant wood grain are sure to elevate your dining table setting. I love that. That are so beautiful. And then it's just very subtle, right? That it's a grinder, so you know which one is the pepper and which one is the salt. So pretty. The wood grain is so, so pretty. Really, really nice. This particular box, you guys, so my style. I love having the fact that we got 2 of these that you can use for different things. Some maybe fun like juices or things that you've done. A nice iced tea would be really beautiful so you could see it in there. So let's see. And you could probably put some crushed ice in there. These are probably my favorite because they are so modern and beautiful. And then it's always nice to get new napkins and really versatile napkin rings. Sorry, still got that piece of, and very versatile napkin rings. So a lovely, lovely monthly mini from Canyon Hollow Decor. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite item was. Let me know if you are doing any entertaining for the upcoming summer season and where you do it. Do you have a nice, airy dining room, or do you have a nice outdoor space? Like, that would be really fun, I think, to have a nice outdoor space. But this was a really good one. The napkins, the napkin rings, the pepper grinder and salt shaker that we figured out together, and then the 2 flip top drink bottles. Very, very great box, in my opinion. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing, which will be tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully you're getting daily videos for a while.